Hi, it's Angela, Stamping Beauty in Christchurch, New Zealand. 11 o'clock on Friday morning, ready for my Facebook Live. So I hope you can join me, if not live, later on. Catch the replay. I'm going to be using the dots and spots dies from the Sale-a-Bration, the extras that have come through. So I thought I'll use that. So I'd actually already bought it, but now I've got, now it's come on the Sale-a-Bration extras, so that's really good. So it's a reasonably expensive die, so I thought, oh, great to make some cards and get some use from it. So I'll just wait a wee bit, see who pops along. Hopefully I won't be here alone. Hope everyone's had a good week. It's yeah, it's been really wet here in Christchurch and around New Zealand. It's been awful. There have been some terrible situations, so it's just no good at all. And I was talking to a friend in Germany, and she said they're boiling, so such extremes. So I see. Oh, hi Paula, how are you? Nice to have you here. Thanks for popping along. Oh, hi Janice, hi Lynette. Is there a baby yet? I was talking to Lynette on a meeting last night, and she's waiting for another grandbaby. Hope so. So that's so exciting. So I might, seeing there are a few of you here already, which is brilliant, I might get myself set up to get started. So I will flick myself. Oh, you're dry. Oh, yes. Oh, how lovely. Baby girl. Oh, that's lovely. It was so funny, wasn't it, last night? Waiting and talking. It's so cute. Oh, that's brilliant. That's so exciting. When did they end up having a... right, I'll turn around. I'll get started anyway. I'll add that. Right. Hopefully. Oh, hi, Grace. Oh, have you? Nice, thank you. Still raining. Oh, no. It's a pain, isn't it? So I'm just going to... Oops. Just trying to get things set up. Right, I'm going to lift my blind up. I've got a new light, so hopefully it's still the natural light is the best, isn't it? So yeah, this is the Sale-a-Bration that's got all the extras on it. So it's this dots and spots one here. So I'm going to use that. So I've got about 3 different things I've done with it. So I thought that would hopefully give some ideas if you haven't got any already. So the first one, I've got just a plain white card base, because that's always my go-to. And I've already die cut it so that, and I'll just leave it there for the meantime. And I die cut this one so that it's exactly even on both sides and top and bottom. So there are lots of options. You can put it on a slant, and it works quite well on a slant, I think, if it's slightly smaller, because then you get it all in when you do it like that. And then what I thought I'd do, I'm just going to pop it onto some this is the only, it can be a little bit painstaking, is to put some dimensionals on it. And so these small ones work really well because they avoid the holes. You possibly could, I guess, I haven't tried it, run it, put some foam on the back, the sticky adhesive foam. But that, I haven't, as I say, I haven't tried that. So somebody perhaps try that, let me know. Right, so that's probably enough. Let's take all the backs off those. And the funny thing is, when you die cut this with the dots, all the bits that come out all seem to have electricity in them, and they just stick, and then they sort of stick to something, and then they sort of fly around. So they've got spots everywhere. Right, so I'm just going to pop that onto there. So it just works well for any sort of background, really. Anything that you would normally put a embossed background or any sort of die cut background. And then I've got this bit of watercolour. That's the heavy watercolour, and it's Melon Mambo and Daffodil Delight. And what I do now is I write on the back if I've done any watercolouring, because quite often I forget what colours if it's got extra bits and pieces left over. Oh, I know. I know. Those backs of the dimensionals go everywhere, don't they? So I'll just bring in my little mini cutter. So it just saves you watching me watercolour that and dry it. So that was done with, I think that was done with pencils, but it's a while ago. See, I've used half my machine behind. Right. Sorry, very organised here this morning. I thought it was. So I'm going to pop that one up there. There's just enough room, I think, to do it going the other way. Try that. Just run that through. I know, I wish the sun would come out. I've got some photographs I need to take by tomorrow at the latest, really. So I need some sun. These heart dies, they're from the Give It a Whirl die set, which is brilliant because there's lots of dies in that, and I use them quite a lot. Right, so I've got these little hearts. So then what I'm going to do is just with that, with the Melon Mambo Stampin' Up marker and the Daffodil Delight one, I'm just going to flick the background a bit. So I just want that, the yellow or the Daffodil Delight at the top where this heart's going to be, and then I'm going to put the Melon Mambo at the bottom and sort of mix it a bit with what's already there. And then I'm just going to lost my white twine. And you know, I'm always about the bows, I like doing a bow. So has anybody got anything exciting planned or anything planned for the weekend? I've got a client tomorrow morning, and I thought I might go into the city and go shopping. Haven't been in there for ages, so nice little trip into town. So I'm just going to pop actually what I might do is do the hearts, pop the hearts down first. So just put some dimensionals on that. Oh, quiet weekend for you, Paula. Well, you've been busy, you said, haven't you? You've had quite a lot on, so it'd be quite nice to have a quiet weekend. I haven't got, apart from that one client tomorrow morning, I haven't got too much on, which is kind of nice. So I'm just going to pop that on there. And then, because I want that sort of look like gone in order with the colour, there. And just going to pop that one about there. And then this last little one here, I only need one on there, I think. Just going to pop that here. And then get a glue dot, pop that sort of in the middle there. And pop this bow. Just better check I've got it even. See, it doesn't look very even. Still doesn't look pretty even. I've made it worse. Oh dear. It's better. Can trim down the tail. Even when you've got it on the glue dot, you can manage to pull it through a bit. That's all right. So it's only going to be a small sentiment. I've just got this one here, which is a note of thanks, and that's out of the Sending Smiles, this one here, the stamp set. It's got lots of great little sentiments there that you don't have to use with the sending. So I'm just going to pop that with Smoky Slate. And just get my foam. And then this die here, which I'm going to cut it out with, is from the Give It a Whirl set as well. So yeah, it's really handy. I just thought with that Smoky Slate, it's quite nice to just do a little bit of a subtle sentiment. I'll just trim that off a bit. I run that whole thing through my trimmer. Through my machine. So I'll just pop that. See, it just fits that perfectly. Just line that. Hopefully that's straight. It's hard when the your plates get a bit bent. It does make it hard to get it straight. Just run that through. And if you want, you can just trim if you don't want those tails on there. It's not 100% straight, but anyway. Just put a half one on there. And that edge is going to go, this edge here, if this makes sense, that's already got a layer of dimensional, so I'm going to put 2 layers on this end so it's even. So just one on that side and then put another one on top of that. And then just line that up in there. And then I'm going to need some rhinestones. I think just the plain basic jewels, though, they always look pretty. And just the small ones, just pop them, sort of tee them up with the parts of the heart. And up here. And that is that. That's really quick and simple. It wouldn't have even taken that much longer if I was, you know, watercolouring that and waiting for it to dry or drying it with the my heat tool. So I had already made one. Thanks, Polly. Yeah, see, yeah, I like cute and simple. That's one I did with the, when I had the die cut going, done it the other way, so I managed to get 2 out of that. So yeah, I thought they were, it was thanks, Janice. Yeah, just I love that. I thought that worked quite well. You don't need to add too much with when you're adding that. And then I thought I'd show you another idea with those, and I have already made the card up because I thought you do not want to painstakingly watch me do this. So you could do it with a this one's sort of uneven, see it's on an angle, but it wouldn't really matter too much. So you just want to pop that on there and then get your Stampin' Up markers and just, I don't know if I had really a system. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I didn't do it with that. I did it with this in the end, I think, because I could pop that on there straight and then get smaller spots and just colour in the holes. And I just went, so you have to have a bit of patience, but then just alternate. So you can have it, if you want, going in the same you know, sequence of colour, or you could mix it up. Just depends. So you could have it so that the green is all going to go down that way, and then the yellow, and thanks Lynette, so that you've got them all going, if that makes sense, evenly. So you end up with, see, little spots like that. So you could either do it like that, or if you did with the bigger background, you know, if you die cut it and then did it, you'd have, oh, I just may as well do it here so you can see. See the difference. So you could get these and then just do like this. You could either sort of do it scribbly, or you could do it solid. Depends how you fancy doing it. But I thought that was quite a cute way of getting background. See, so you've got a couple of options, either the really small dots or the bigger dots there. So that was, I thought that was sort of something fun to do, and you could do that any colorway then. So you could making your own DSP really with that. So what I made with that is this one here. So I thought that background ended up looking quite cute. That was just with the smaller circles. I didn't do it with the bigger one, but some of them I sort of filled it in. I don't know if you can see properly, and some I didn't really do much. They don't show up so much. I just did it quite randomly and quickly. So I thought that was quite a cute way of using that background as well. And then I've got one more idea. So that is with, so I've got a white card base, and oh, thanks Janice, and then this one, so I'm going to die cut that for you here. So as I was saying, you can do it on a bit of an angle if you want. So that first, see that I did with these ones, that was on, no, that was a, oh, I did straight both with those. I do another one. I'm sure I've done another one that was on an angle. Oh, never mind. We'll do this on an angle. So if you're doing it on a bigger piece like this, you don't want to leave too much that's going to be without holes, I don't think. But if you're on a smaller bit of paper or cardstock, then it's going to be totally underneath the die. So it doesn't really matter how far you angle it. You'll probably put quite a big angle on it. Oh yeah, you do need patience. It didn't really take too long, not as long as you kind of think that would take. So, yeah, see, a lot of them are still in there, in the spots and the dots, but that's right. I'll find them for weeks after, I'm sure. So then what I wanted to do was attach a black background to it. And you could do this with any colour cardstock. So I just want to add a bit of glue to that. And this will give, I think this will give quite a good, quite a cool background. So just need to, you could do actually adhesive sheets with this, and you probably don't need to be too particular about going around the whole thing. I'm not sure. You wouldn't want it to be gapey, that's the only thing. It's a bit of trial and error. It's like a little maze. Hopefully I've, oops. My driving's better, I can assure you. Yeah, I think that's all right. That should be okay. And then I'm just going to stick that onto the black. So you want to get it as near to the edge as possible. You don't really want to be trimming too many, more edges than you have to. Or you could, I guess, just not worry where you put it and then just trim it totally down to what size you want. So just leave that to dry for a little bit, and then I want to put a flower on it, and I thought I'd do this one here, which is out of the hand-penned petals. Thanks, Grace. Yeah, you know me, simple. I like simple. So I'm just going to do this with crumb cake and watercolor it. So I'm just going to stamp it off. There are infill stamps you could use on this if you don't want to do the watercoloring. But you know me, I'm a bit partial to watercoloring. Oh yeah, I love hand pen. Although with Paula here, Paula's the watercolor queen. So I'm going to stick with the same colours I've been using, like simple. And got my water painters. So hopefully that's, because that's not a, you know, it's watercolored as water based as well, it will seep into the water, you know, with the water if I'm not careful. So hopefully give it a couple minutes. And what else am I going to do with that? Oh, I'm going to do a black bow. So actually I could, because I thought that would look quite good behind there. So I could tie that already. Yeah, I should use it more often. I think, you know, you buy it and then you don't really get the full use of everything, do you? So then you're on to the next new thing. So I'll set that aside and then I'll just give this a go. So I'm just going to do, hopefully it shouldn't take too long to watercolor them. Let's do those. Won't be my best work, but that's all right. Pop that. So this is Granny Apple Green. Just get that colour down as quickly as possible. Because I haven't done an example of this one. I had some bits of stuff that I've been playing with, and then I threw them in a box that I have that I give away to some kindy kids. And when I threw them down together, I thought, oh, I like the look of that. So I had to go back and grab it and think, oh, I can make a card with it, you know, with that idea. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, so it is drawing the colour away a bit. Oh yeah, the news, it does. Yeah. So just add a bit of, it's going to draw that in itself, save me doing it. I did put quite a lot of water on there, so it doesn't need too much. Look rustic to me, I think. Go for the rustic look. And do some yellow flowers. Green off. So we'll miss you, Paula, because you won't be on stage, will you? I'm looking forward to doing something in person. It'll be fun. Seems forever since we were in Auckland. And I've realised I've missed a leaf, so I'll have to go back and do that too. So I'll just do these little ones down here. You're going, aren't you, Grace? You're coming up. Going up. My husband's coming too. We're making it a bit of a holiday, so it'll be nice. Yeah, still crafting. Yeah, that's good. You can still see all of your fabulosity. Just, right, take that off. I think that's enough. I just want to actually take a bit of colour. Yeah, I am on your group page. I think that, yeah, so I can see what you do. Just want to lighten that up a bit. Yeah, fabulous. Yeah. Right, and I'm just going to, the green. Need the green back. Might as well do that. Put that in there. Oh, sorry. I see what you mean. Yeah. I know, it's just life's so busy, isn't it? You think about doing all these things. There's just not enough hours in the day for sometimes. I was awake about 5 o'clock this morning. Ridiculous. Actually, I want to do it. I'm really not thinking. I need to concentrate. So, yeah, I was awake about 5. I managed to sort of stay in bed for another hour, but about 6 o'clock, I thought, oh, I'm out of here. I've got to get up. It's going to be a long day. Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. That's good you're coming. And your husband's coming. Yeah, well, my husband's family lives in Auckland, so I thought, oh, he may as well come and he can hang out with them. And this is a bit blurry, this one, but that's okay. Oh, yeah. I don't know what it was. It was the same the day before as well. Dark. That's a bit darker than I want. Try and... It's getting lighter in the mornings too, which is great. I'm really enjoying the longer days, thankfully. So very rustic, this one. It's okay. I probably did need to leave it a little bit longer to for that colour to set a little bit. So I've lost all the detail in it, but that's okay. I'll cover it with a sentiment and you won't see it. So does it look a bit, it looks worse from, yeah, see, it's not really that my best work, but that's all right. I wonder how I could fix that. If I go, it looks terrible, doesn't it? Just pretend it looks really good. I think it's because the details washed out. I wonder if I said, oh no, I'm not gonna, I was gonna say stamp over it and add those details in a bit again, but that chances of that working well is not good. Just add a bit more yellow in the middle of those. More daffodil delight. That'll do. That will do. You don't want to sit and watch me. Not too. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I will. I might do that. We'll see. I'll just give it a bit of a zap with this. Yeah, it's probably better to do it with emboss and powder. No, heat emboss it. Now I have got this. Oh, here. to me. So I'll just die cut that. And then I'll add it to the front with that black and white. And once I get a sentiment over the top of it, and the bow, might look a bit better. Yeah, Asia, I know. So this morning I got a new ring light and it arrived, and I couldn't see how it was compatible with my stand. So I was pulling things apart, and it didn't have instructions, which really wouldn't have mattered anyway because I don't read them. And then I was getting impatient. What are you doing this? It's not working. And I just kept on, though. I just wouldn't let it go until I'd sorted it. But I did get something rigged up in the end. But right, so I'm just trimming that down. Hopefully that's okay. And then that can just go straight onto there. And I might just glue it straight down. You could make it dimensionalized, but I'm probably dimensionalize the flower. So that can that looks quite, gives quite a bit of impact. I don't know if it would be better if it was, even if it's some people that might just be too much, but I thought that flower looked quite good on there. And just add some dimensionals to the back of that. So it looks quite, see, with the colour on the black and white, it looks quite good. Although I think actually, yeah, I think it would probably be better straight on because that is a bit like in your face, isn't it? So maybe in future I will try things properly before I show you. And then I'll pop the bow like that. So, and then I'll do a sentiment and blue dot. And if I do thanks, Janice. Yeah, it's pretty colours. Yeah, I just think it would have been better if I'd done something else, but that's okay. The theory was there. It's actually what I'd done with the other bit is I'd put little white dots, see, in the middle. But it doesn't really need it because from far away it's all right. And sometimes I have, so I might have this little sentiment that would work over that, but I think I'd have to have black, white on black, I think. So set with that, just to balance it with a bit of black. So I'll I'll do that note of thanks because Andy, thanks Grace, I'll send it to you. Right. I think sometimes we're our own worst critics, aren't we? And Narelle's not here this morning, but she was her name was pulled out in the drawer for the card, last week's card. So I will do another draw this week. So if everyone has commented, put these cards in the post. It's nice just to get something that's not a bill, isn't it? Well, mind you, now you don't even get a bill in the mail. They all come online. Right, I'll just heat set that, won't be set. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, I know. Don't know why we like that. So that same, you can do that same thing, or just pretend you don't see this. This is a classic label punch, which I'm just going to use. Wish they'd bring this back so then I could use it without feeling guilty every time I do. But it works perfectly, and it's so quick and easy using a. So I think that will look okay over there. So just a couple of dimensionals either side of that knot, and then just used it so much it's a bit rough. I might have to get my tin foil out there. And then I don't know if it needs any, thanks Paula, if it needs any bling, because it's like it's covered in spots already. But yeah, so just apart from the edging, but I might go in and see if I can, might take it more to the edge, and that might help. But it's not focusing very well, is it? Anyway, so that is that. Those are my 3 cards using that die. So, and then that other one that I've already done. So that one. Yeah, so hopefully that will give you some ideas and make you want to get it. So thanks everyone for hanging out. That was fun, and hopefully see you next week if you're around, and have a good weekend and a good week, and yeah, I'll see you then. Take care everyone. Bye.